are completely rooted in your ability to frame. Framing is key. Framing is exactly what you see that post doing these beams. They're framing, okay, the roof so that it doesn't collapse on us here. If the frames are weak, if the angles are off, we would not have the space here in which we are right now, and we would have the big issue. Okay, so framing. So let me get somebody here who's got a Wikey on. Let's see here. Oh, let's see who's got a Wikey. Let's see. Miles. All right. So Miles gets me in side control. Okay, where do my hands go? Okay. Number one, is that thing on, Joseph? Is it recording? Yeah. Okay. First thing you gotta do is you gotta bring your elbows in. If I'm here, I see a lot of you guys doing this. All I'm doing is holding him on top of me, and I'm not going anywhere. And it's very nice and affectionate because it's like, oh, good job, Miles, okay? But it's not gonna do me any good, okay? You can do that after that. I need to be able to get the elbow inside here, frame his hip, and I need to be able to get here. And I need to frame his head. What preferably you want to do is that you want to be able to elevate your hip so that as my chin is tucked, I'm also trapping his arm. I need to frame him away down this way, and I'm not going to push too hard on his arm because if you notice, his hand gets trapped here, okay? From here, a couple things are going to happen. If I keep framing him this way here, I can move my hip out, and I can begin to move my knee in and begin to create an open guard scenario where he does not have a side control, okay? And from here, depending on what you do, whether you go into spider or you get into full guard, whatever the case may be, he doesn't have you in side control anymore, okay? So how you do this is that as your hands are out, I move my head away, and see how I'm kind of wiggling my body here. And what I'm doing is here, I'm spreading him out, okay? And my head pins his arm because it makes it uncomfortable for them to have a side, for them to have a crossface here. And I'm framing his head out this way. My arms are like Master Carl's, they spread, okay? My right knee should be ready to be able to insert into his hip, and I wanna move my hip out this way here. So all that space, a couple of things are gonna happen. If he stays down that way, I bring my knee in here, okay? And then I'm able to recover and go to an open guard, okay? I prefer to do an open guard. Sometimes you do a closed guard, but I'd rather get into an open guard, but I'd rather just get out of side control, okay? So one more time. Remember, when your arms are out here and your elbows out here, this is bad news for you. Rotate this way. Okay? I need to be able to rotate, retract my elbows here. Okay? So I do that when I hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder. See, I mean, I'm framing his hip here, okay? And then here and here. And I want to frame him this way as I begin to, okay, create all that space. Whether I go through here and recover a guard, get into open guard. And most important of all is you're out of a side control. Okay? Now if you watch Mike, come here. I want to keep my elbows in. Okay? Because oftentimes they gotta make a choice. By framing, you make them make a choice. If you move them down this way here, you have an opportunity to recover a guard and begin to go to an open guard here, okay? By framing also, it makes him choose if he's gonna walk higher up on my chest. I'm able to go and use my underhook in order to really improve my position against the top. So you have to make them choose. Either they're gonna stay on your hip and you recover a guard, or if they begin to now go against the frame, you go under and then you set up an under, okay? For now, let's just do basic guard, recovery here. What I'm doing is that I'm gonna wiggle here, in, out, here, look, here, 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 and okay? And you're using frames. If I did not have frames, I would not be able to do this, okay? Well, when I'm doing it, I'm spreading here. I go in first and out. Here, get the knee in. Here, 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 here. And what's good is Mike is cooperating, so I'm able to actually do this technique without too much resistance, but also he's not like a dead fish to where he's just laying there, lifeless, like he was on Saturday. I'm just kidding around. That took too long because I really don't know what I was thinking about, and he really meant that, you know what I mean? So,
meant that.
all right, so do you understand what we're doing? So when you're on your side, okay, you're good. You're doing spreading. This at the hip, this at their face, and you're trying to move their head down towards your hips. So they're here, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, and recover. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Basic side control, escape, recovery, whatever you want to call it.